Time for another entry in the fastest genre to make Famidaily episodes on, quiz games. But Quiz Project Q actually contains 2 quiz games, so I'm doubling these up. We'll start with the easier one to explain, Battle Quiz 10,000. This is the multiplayer mode on the cartridge, and it even supports the party tap. The 6-player controllers where every player only gets a single button. That means when you buzz in here, every time you tap, it'll advance the arrow down one option, and your answer's locked in when time runs out. If you answered incorrectly on the previous question, you have to wait till someone else buzzes in before you get a chance to answer. Get too many questions wrong, and you're eliminated. If no one rings in, then the game randomly picks someone who has to answer. This one has a fairly extensive options screen where you can set all of the timing parameters and limits on the game. The other mode is Cutie Project, and that puts you into the shoes of a young girl who wants to be a quiz star. And to be a quiz star, you have to answer questions, of course. Here you're given a time limit, 5 minutes on the first round, and you have to both answer a certain number of questions, 20 to start out with, and answer enough of them correctly that you'll be allowed to continue. And in the first round you have to get 60% correct. You'll be given an appearance that's determined by how well you've done. There are 3 rounds in this tournament, and of course in every round you'll have to answer more questions and have a higher percentage correct. The strangest thing to me in both of the Quiz Project Q games is how the questions rapidly scroll at the top of the screen. That is definitely a choice. When it comes to quiz games, I'm really not in the best position to judge them. The text is actually scrolling a bit too fast for me to read, and even if I could read it, a lot of the trivia is 30 years out of date at this point. Not to mention the culture gap. Though even in Japan, nobody wants to go back and revisit old trivia games. Quiz Project Q does the bare minimum for a trivia game, and just throws questions at you. Even the plot of the single-player mode doesn't really factor into anything. There isn't even a proper ending there. You just get the same picture of the girl that you received before. This is a trivia game. What you see is what you get. No more, no less.